So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again, fresh off of the back of beating Barcelona. Cheers, guys. The title's incoming, the quad is incoming. We're winning everything. We beat Barca. We out-Barca'd Barca. Cool. Oh, but they had the best defense in Europe. Nobody cares. Genuinely, nobody cares. They're not that good. We, however, are actually half tidy. Apart from defensively, if there was ever a game to sum up Arsenal Football Club, that was the game. Miss a penalty, score 5 goals, concede 3 goals, let them hit the post, let them hit the crossbar. We could have scored 8. Well, why didn't we then? Here's what it is. Listen, a lot of people in for a big, short, sharp shock this season because we had our chance and unfortunately we didn't take it. But anyway, we're going to go through the post-match press conference from Lego Man and we're going to hear what he had to say. Leandro Trossard, by the way, my baller. Anyone who's watched this channel for a while knows I was banging the Trossard drum when he was at Brighton. Just saying. It's almost like all of my ballers are balling out everywhere. But anyway, could be worse. Could have let Joselu score an overhead kick against you. The goalkeeper, by the way, is still on fraud watch. That first goal, I know it deflected. Still got to save it, mate. But anyway, smash the like button. Sub to the channel. How many subs are we on? 85,226. Come on. Let's get it up to 86 real quick. Leave your comments and super chats down below. Make sure you sub to the second channel. I will have a video dropping on that shortly as well. But yeah, let's go through this manager's press conference. After seeing his team beat Barcelona 5-3 to end our time stateside with a victory, Mikel Arteta spoke to the media before he and the team arrived to London to play Monaco next, I believe. A brace from Leandro Trossard, plus further strikes from Saka, Kai Havertz. Vieira's goal was sick, still crap. Saw us claim victory against the Catalan club and ensured it was a happy flight home from Los Angeles. Here's everything the boss had to say on being physical when we needed to be. Are we allowed to be physical? It's pre-season. Oh, it's a friendly. Why are you so physical? Why are they tackling Jesus like that? Me. I swear our fans are so inverted, it's mad. But anyway, it got really competitive for a friendly match. After the first tackle, after the first goal, obviously in front of 70,000 fans helps create an atmosphere. They are elite players and all want to win. And at the end, it got a little bit too much at times for a friendly, to be fair. But I think that we showed all the people that came to watch the game that it was really good. It's not a friendly. It's a competitive sport. You don't have... Listen, even if it is technically classed as a friendly, you're going out there to beat your opponent. So it's not a friendly. No, oh, actually, I'll skip out of this tackle, mate. You go on. You go and score. No. All of these weirdos, these snowflakes, these fragile beings need to wind their necks in. On Flo Balogun's absence. He wasn't available. He had a little bit foot injury and hasn't been training with us and wasn't available to us. That was the reason. Okay, mate. On whether if he has a role in the team, he said, first of all, he has to be fit and available to play minutes. Why do they talk like this? Play games, not minutes. And if this is the Arsenal we're going to see this season, well, let's hope not. Otherwise, we're getting piped by a lot of teams this season. That's how we want to play against a rival. We play the way we can, but we'll play the same way in every place we go to and give our all. Generic answer. On Xavi being surprised by the intensity of the game, at the end of the day, football belongs to the players. We are playing in front of 70 to 80,000 people. Sounds like Cole Froch. Cheers, guys. Cole Froch in the building. Mikel Froch. Anyway. And when it comes down to it, as soon as the game starts, they'll rebel against the coaches and do what they want. As soon as there's a first foul, as soon as there's a first game, they'll start getting intense and they'll start playing. So basically what you're saying is your team talks a load of rubbish. On having a strong squad and any potential transfer movements, we have 30 players here, which is unsustainable. And obviously the market is still open and things can happen, but we are prepared. We are really happy with the squad that we have at the moment. Well, you're not, because you just said it's unsustainable 5 seconds earlier. We obviously have improvements to make in terms of what we want to do in games and what we want to do overall. But I'm really pleased with the team. Well, okay. And whether sharing goals around the squad will have a big impact on the season. Who asked that stupid question? No, it have no impact whatsoever, mate. I don't know. We have to score as many goals as possible. If we have somebody that can score 25, 30, 40, then great. Today, Gabby didn't score. But it's the best Gabby I've seen for months. Again, he gave energy, the belief. He was creating loads of chaos, a lot of good moments. He was making everybody better, and I'm really pleased with that. The contribution from Kai as well. That's why he's playing. He's got the quality. In and around that position with Leo, Trossard, obviously, we have a lot of options up front, and we're going to have to compete. They're going to have to compete between them to give me a hard time. Buy a striker. It's not rocket science. On Declan Rice and Alexander virtue signaling in inverted wanker, Zinchenko absences. Dec had quite a strong kick in training. Oh, my days, Declan Rice is injured. There's a surprise. No injury for 6 years at West Ham. 1 game, bosh, injured. In training. Cheers, guys. What do I know? I'm just negative. Pick up the rug, brush it underneath it, put it back down, and we got a thin squad. Cool. No drama. No pasa nada. Cool. Anyway, he wasn't comfortable to train yesterday, and we decided not to play him. With the virtue signalling wanker, he had a muscular injury again. But Tierney's always injured. Tierney's not been injured for 16 months. This guy's been injured more than anyone since he's got here. But he's inverted, so our fans love him because they're inverted. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You can't say anything because they fancy him. And he's, oh my God, he brings the winning mentality. Cool. Crying at Anfield. Expected cries. He's getting back. I think he'll be back soon, but it's a shame that he hasn't been on the whole tour. Well, no doubt he'll be playing in the game for Ukraine. I'm sure his injury won't be that bad. He will play in that game. Even if you have to wheel the motherfucker out there in a wheelchair, that virtue signaling wanker will be playing in the game for Ukraine. Anyway, on Trossardinho's performance today. My baller. It's great to see him score. He's been working so hard. He came in really good condition for pre-season, and he's a player that gives us something very different to the wingers that we have. He's got incredible versatility. Take a shot. Bosh. Cheers. And predictability to play in the positions. I think he meant unpredictability, but there we go. It's great and will be good for his confidence. That's for sure. Well, listen, to sum up that pre-season tour, a load of old bollocks. It weren't great. We didn't find out anything we didn't already know. Trossard's sick. Saka's decent. Take him off pens, though, real talk. Yeah, he's missed a couple now. Get him off. Rob Holding's still crap. The goalkeeper's on fraud watch. Kai Havertz is crap. Thomas Partey's still the main boy. Eddie Nketiah bin him. Martinelli's still a baller. We haven't learned anything that we didn't already know. Yeah, the thing for me is the amount of chances we're giving up. Barcelona are not good. I don't care what anyone tells me. I watch La Liga every single weekend. They are not good. Yes, they conceded the least amount of goals in Europe, yada, yada, whatever. Yeah, I watch them week in, week out. They are not a good team. So we were always going to have a go at them, and we was always going to score goals. They can't defend. Despite having a great defensive record, they can't. I watched them against Cadiz. Cadiz absolutely mullered them. Hetafe mullered them. Just didn't score. And this is the thing. We're not great defensively either. Oh, he's fixed the defence. Well, he ain't. We conceded 3 goals to that lot and 2 woodworks. It's not great. Now do that against Man City. Now do that against Man United. Now do that. Oh, we did the other day. Now do that against Chelsea. Now do that against Liverpool. Do it against Brighton, Brentford, any team in the Premier League. We play like we did last night and how we did against Man United. Sorry, mate, we ain't making top 4. Unless we flip a switch somewhere, we won't make top 4 playing like that. It's not acceptable. It's not good enough. And I am a little bit, well, listen, I'm not concerned because I know this manager ain't the guy. Yeah, and I know the squad ain't good enough to win the title, but we should be winning the title based on the standards, aiming for the title. The problem is we ain't. We're not aiming for a title. We're just, top 4. And you've got that idiot on the Superfan channel telling everyone my minimum expectation would be top 4, 4th. And he actually 4th place. Like, you're telling millions of people this, mate. Yeah, absolute gutter. Get in the bin, man. Yeah, bin. All of them dickheads. Bin them. Yeah. Oh, my God, we're going to win the title. No, we're not. Yeah, live in Disneyland all you like. We will not win the title. Man City will, because they're the only team that take it seriously. We don't. Hence why we don't bother winning it. But it is what it is. Listen, it's only pre-season. That's all I keep. Oh, it's only pre-season. That's great. But Declan Rice is injured. He's only just got here. Kieran Tierney, my fucking baller, by the way. My baller. Somebody that can actually defend. Somebody that can actually tackle. Oh, I'm learning off Zinchenko. Yeah, so I see some idiot. I posted on my Instagram. Oh, but he's always injured. Really? Zinchenko's been injured more times than he has since Zinchenko's got here. Tomiyasu's been injured more than Tierney since he's got here. Thomas Partey's been injured more than Tierney since Partey got here. But apparently, Tierney's always injured. They just don't fancy him. He's not hipster enough. He doesn't have a nice drip. Yeah, he doesn't have, swag. It's just a basic, standard throwback to an elite level defender. But they don't want the basic looking guy that can defend. They want some hipster virtue signaling. Inverted. Oh, let me invert. Let me get my glow sticks out. They're fucking weirdos, mate. But short, sharp shock this season. It is what it is. Listen, Trossardinho, baller. Martinelli, baller. Tierney, baller. Rob Holding, bin. Eddie, bin. Vieira, I'd still bin him. Banger, absolute screamer of a goal. Bin. Yeah, I haven't learned anything out of that pre-season that I didn't already know. We're not anywhere near Man City. Yeah, and if anyone thinks that we are, I want what you're smoking, mate, because we're not. We're genuinely not anywhere near Man City, even though they've got rid of players and they don't even need to sign anyone. They will still walk the title because it is what it is. Anyway, have a blessed day. I'm going to the pool after getting in at 6 a.m, tapping the neighbour up because I lost my key, or I thought I lost my keys. I've actually got my keys. My mate Adam, big up Keith. But I had to wake the neighbour up, jumped the balcony at 6 a.m, pull the shutters up, whack open the patio door, and finally crashed out about 8 a.m. But I've still got up happy. I'm smiling. It's 36 degrees outside. I've completed my tasks. We're on the Sylvester again. Air of the dog. We'll go back-to-back lamb fowl. That's how we roll. Right, that lamb fowl, by the way, hottest lamb fowl I've ever had in Spain. Big up my boy. Anyway, I'm waffling. You have a wonderful evening. Big up to everybody inside. Smash the likes. Sub to the channel. Comments and super chats down below. Make sure you do go and check out the second channel. Come on. I need that on 20k ASAP, people. Come on. Please, please. Come on. Get it on 20k. And make sure you are subbing to this channel. But for now, leave your comments about the game down below. Where do you see us finishing? Who impressed in pre-season so far? Blah, blah, blah. Leave it all down below. Adios. Ciao.